Hey everybody, I'm going to talk to you today about job interviews, being a professional with a professional professional, gonna keep it professional. No, but seriously, we're going to talk about being professional and how to get the job that you want. So first you need to be realistic about the kind of job that you're applying for. You know, if the job requires a master's degree and you have a high school degree, you are not qualified for that job. You need to be realistic when searching for a job and really check the qualifications and make sure that you have what you need, because you don't want to be applying to places that you're not really going to get that job, and you're just kind of going to feel that constant disappointment, because a lot of getting a job is how you present yourself, and you want to have a lot of confidence. So you don't want to waste your time applying to places that you're not going to get, you're just not qualified for. So really look into the company and look into the job and what the job requires, and if you're qualified to do that job, if you meet those requirements, before you even apply there. Because it's okay to have dreams, but pipe dreams are different, and you got to be realistic. If you're not qualified, you're probably not going to get the job. So things to maybe help you out: your resume. Having a really nice, professional, spot-on resume is extremely important. It's how you market yourself. It's the lasting, thing that someone can keep. Obviously, meeting someone in person is really what seals the deal, that one-on-one contact, but your resume is what the majority of people will see. And if you can get your foot in the door, you're already halfway there. So your resume is extremely important. There are tons of things online and tons of sites online showing you how to create a professional resume depending on the job, and asking your friends and family, is always usually is beneficial. Trying not to forget anything. Putting everything that you've ever done on a resume is not always the best way. Depending on the job, your resume really should not be more than 2 pages. But less than 2 pages may not cover enough. I know a lot of people say, it should just be 1 page. But depending on the job, that's not necessarily true. If you're really going for a professional job or a government job or working in an office building, a 2-page resume is acceptable. 1-page resume maybe for a less formal job, would probably work. Now, you want to put your relevant information on there. You don't just want to blurt out anything. You want to make yourself look good. You want to look like you have a lot of experience and you're qualified, but you don't want to be rambling on about things that don't matter, don't make sense. You want to kind of keep it short and sweet. And things to, I guess, look for. Most companies now have a website. They have something somewhere that is like their mission statement or the things that they're looking for, and making sure that you know details about the company. Knowing the company, knowing the ins and outs of the company, understanding things will help you when you create your resume for that company, kind of adding things in there that that they're looking for. Don't lie, it should be truthful, but there's something that, if you're trying to work for a communications company and you have some experience in marketing, of any kind, or social media, or anything that's kind of relevant and professional. I know that social media now has so many avenues where people are being used, for their advice and their experience. And some people are even getting paid for it. I think a lot of companies use social media now. And if you have some avenue there that's professional, if you have a site of some kind, or you have experience with it, any kind of relevant information that makes you different, makes you stand out, and making yourself look more attractive to an employer. Not talking in any way about physically, I mean something educationally. Having a degree is extremely important in today's market. Having, knowledge of other languages, maybe at least being able to understand other languages at least a little bit, being able to work on the computer in all facets, being able to, correctly organize paperwork and marketing of some kind. Depending on the job, any kind of experience, you know, to get yourself out there, taking classes at a university, even like a leadership course, a communications class, a tech course here and there. You know, these classes can sometimes be reasonably priced, and it really makes you stand out. You need something that's going to make you stand out. You need, so I guess to sum things up, you need a very professional resume. You need to make sure you have the relevant, you know, important information that's on there and things that make you look good. Number two, you need, you know, to make yourself stand out in some way by either taking classes, by learning a different language, by, I mean, school really is kind of, you know, a bulk way of advancing yourself in your career. Having, you know, training in some area is always good, you know, and really in anything, you know, even if it's like a social course, like social work or sociology or anything that kind of will help you within the job is important. And making sure that you really wow someone when you meet them, being dressed professionally, ergo professional necklace, professional hair, professional face. You know, for ladies, not too much makeup. Don't go crazy with the jewelry. No, this is a little big, it's a little gaudy, but it's okay because it's professional. Don't go crazy with what you're wearing, because if you get hired based on what you're wearing, you're going to find out quickly that you're not qualified for the job. You know, you have to be able to do the job. You're going to get yourself fired. So making sure you're dressing professionally, being able to have confidence and communicate to an employer your skills and your training. Going in there, looking professional, being able to speak professionally, and being qualified for the job. You know, will get you the job, hopefully, you know, but having that confidence is so important. Make sure you research the company, make sure you know what you're talking about, and honestly, there's really no excuse now. I mean, online, it's so easy to look up job descriptions and look up the companies and look up things that you need that's gonna, you know, help you and make you